Okay, so today's reading is what the rest of 2021 will be like for the US president and his admin. Okay, so I don't read time, but I'll just try to answer this question as best as I can from the card reading. So I'm just going to read the energy from the cards. Okay, so once again, for this reading, it's not meant to predict the future. I'm just doing the reading of the energy from the cards. So if it resonates with you, then it's good. If it doesn't, it's okay. You can see other videos. Okay, so let's get started. So these are the cards that I pulled out. And then after that, we have this as well. Page of Pentacles, King of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Chariot. Okay, so let's look at this card first. So this is the energy regarding the current administration. Okay, so here it is for the president with the initials J and B. Okay, so here we have the Nine of Swords. So you have this girl who is lying on the ground. There's a white pillow there, and then there is the bed, outline of the bed at the back. At the top here we have 8 black birds, and as well as 1 white one. Okay, so she looks distressed. So this is the energy that is currently that I am reading from the card. The administration, they are distressed. The people are distressed. Okay, so it seems that she had a bed. Okay, she had a bed there, and this bed is no longer there. So to me, that is what the outline of the bed means. So basically, she is in a situation where the way I see it is that the privileges have been taken away from her. So all that is left is just the pillow. Okay, and if you look at the birds here, the birds are like frantically flapping their wings. The birds kind of look angry. Okay, and you also see the outline of the white bird there. So it's as if the birds are frantically trying to, get some information to her, or trying to make her do something, and it seems that she cannot do, and that is why she looks a bit despaired. She looks a bit ashamed. Okay, to me it's as if the black birds are the ones who are controlling her. Could it be the black hats, and then the white bird, could it be the white hats? Okay, so it's like the black birds are not happy with her performance, and because of that she looks really distraught. Now in the past, what has happened? So in the past I had this card, the Seven of Cups. So this is the administration before the current energy here. So this is what happened earlier. So the way I see it, the administration here, they looked a bit confused. So here you have all these bowls which are turned upside down. And one look at this card is as if it looks like a snakes and ladders game. So you have the snake here, and then you have the ladder. So snakes and ladder is a game whereby chance is involved. You roll the dice, and if you land at a particular square, then that square may just ask you to start again. So it is kind of like where this person, he doesn't look confident at all. There is no objective. So the way the administration went is as if they're just playing with chance. They don't know what is the real issue, and they're just hoping for the best, which is not the best way to govern a country. Okay, so anyway, there are some issues which are happening here. So you have this, this water flow here, and then you have this upside down bowl. Now these bowls here, they look like the Tibetan bowls, the one where the monks go around, and then they have these bowls, and then they take a wooden, some piece of wood, and then they bang it against the bowls, and the bowls make a ringing bell sound. Okay, so to me, I feel as if, so when you're talking about these Tibetan bowls, to me it signifies whereby the spiritual force is putting the bowls there. and this is the administration here. So he is coming to a place where it is bright, okay, but the bowls are upside down, so he has to choose. So the bowls are presented there. So what I am seeing here is that the game is developed by the good spiritual force, okay, the good forces, and now they are letting him play the game, okay? So this is where I feel as if they are going to trap him, okay? So he is going to make mistakes. Okay, so there are different bowls and they represent different things. Like for instance, here there is the water rushing out of this bowl. So to me, this is kind of like, could be floods, okay? So it could be floods, meaning that this is a situation they have to deal with. And also you have the bat, okay? You have the bat here. So, you know, the bat and the disease that's going around, and it originated, you know, with the bat story, okay? So these are the things that he needs to contend with, okay? And then you also have the snake. So the snake here, it is very sneaky from what I'm getting in this card. So it's kind of like, yeah, so it's kind of like he is put on a minefield and he cannot make the wrong move, otherwise it'll just explode. So this is the kind of situation that he is in now. So, and here he's wearing these two bracelets on the hands. So to me, what it means is that he is being monitored. He's being monitored. So once again, he is put in a situation, and I feel that this situation is put there by perhaps the white hat or by the good forces, and they have strapped him so that they can monitor him. So he has to be careful, or the administration here has to be careful that they don't, you know, overturn the correct bowl or the bowl with the bomb, that kind of thing. So once again, the administration here, from what I see, is like they don't have any direction. All they're concerned about is that they don't trip up. Okay, so that is the administration in the past, is basically playing with chance, and whereby they don't have any direction. Okay, so this is their current situation here, and whereby the blackbirds, which is basically who she takes orders from, they are not happy at all. So they are just frantically flapping their wings, and these blackbirds also look like as if they are desperate. So here you have the white bird here. The white bird, it seems to be an outline. So it is as if the bird here is in invisible mode, and it is just observing what is happening. And I will tell you what this white bird represent later in the cards. Okay, then after that, in the future, what is going to happen is that the situation gets so untenable that the two of the blackbirds here start tying her up in a string, and where they also blindfold her. So she is blindfolded and she is being taken somewhere. Okay, and as you can see here, she doesn't have the pillow anymore. She doesn't have her dress anymore. She is just stripped down. There is nothing at all for her. And this, it seems to be, to me, that she is being led somewhere by the crows. Okay, so in this case, the crows here, it represents her, the instructions whom she is getting. So basically, the black crows represent, represent the people who she takes instructions from. So once again, they are not happy with her performance. Okay, so then after that, this is getting interesting because this is the administration. So then my concern is what happens to the people of the country. So then after that, I asked that question, and these 4 cards came out. Okay, so basically for the people of the country, first we have the Page of Pentacles. So here what's happening is that the people are in a situation where they've never been in this situation before. So they don't have much experience. So therefore, the Page of Pentacles. So the pentacle that she is holding, it is kind of like an opportunity for her. But the people right now, they don't really know what to do. Okay, they don't have the experience. And so right now, what they're doing is they're just having a feel of the pentacle. Now the next card is the King of Swords. So here they have been kind of like elevated from the Page of Pentacles into the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is, perhaps it is happening now or perhaps in the future. But what happened is that you get a situation where the people have become wiser. Okay, they have the knowledge now, and so now they just have to move forward. So as you can see, there's a crow here. So for me, this crow was actually this crow here. Okay, so this crow was observing what is happening, and now the crow is going to the people. So here is like, to me, it seems as if the crow is keeping a watchful eye on this person, and this person represents the people of America. And so you have the bat and you have the owl, and as well as the dragonfly. So to me, it's as if, especially the dragonfly, is as if is somehow keeping time. Okay, there is a plan and it will unfold, and the dragonfly here is there to witness the unfolding of the events. The white owl here, to me, it represents wisdom. Okay, so basically you have the crow and as well as the white owl, which is kind of like, to me, it looks like it's taking care of the people, making sure that the plans are unfolded when the time comes. Okay, to me, the bat here represents the freeing of the bat, because here the bat was trapped under one of the bowls. Okay, so I think this is in relation to this whole story, how the bat came about and how the disease came about. So now the people have reached a situation here where the bat has been freed. That means this story about the bat is just a bad story, is not true. So there will come a time when the people or the bat is released from this story. That means whereby the bat is actually a distraction for what the true story is. So that is the bat here. It represents the actual story, that the bat was never part in real life. It was never part of this release of this disease. Okay, then after that, the next card is this Page of Wands. So here, the people have become wiser, okay? And also the other thing is they become wiser, so that's why their hair is white. So white hair to me represents somebody who has many years of experience, and usually like it is like the senior citizens who have the white hair, but yet this person is young. So it's like the public here has been through a lot, and whereby they are learning many things and they are realizing many things. Okay, so yeah, so the next card here is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands here, it shows that she looks very happy. Okay, so she's throwing up the wands. It's kind of like freedom at last. Okay, so it is as if she is given the cue to go ahead and do what you need to do. Go ahead and do what you need to do. So the power is given to her to do what she needs to do what she desires to do. So once again, this is the public again. And then finally, we have the Chariot here. So the Chariot here, so it's kind of like a development of the story. So they get the freedom, and then after that, they have to do something. So to me, it's like it is a story of the humanity which is realizing its true powers. Okay, and now they get an opportunity to govern the community or govern themselves in the way that they feel should be governed. And for here, what happened is that here you see this man, he's sitting on a chariot, and then there is the white horse and the black horse. So the white horse and the black horse is white and black. So to me, that represents some kind of balance. And now he is not on a normal road, and the sky behind him is red and purple. So it seems like there is some kind of galactic force which is helping him. Okay, so he's being guided by some inspired by some kind of galactic force. Okay, the other thing is if you look at his face, he is looking up. He's looking up, perhaps in the horizon, into the sky or whatever. But the thing is, his focus is fixed on that, and that is where he is aiming the chariot for. Okay, now if you look at this card here, which is the energy on the administration earlier on, what happened is you can see that he is unsure. So the administration here, they were unsure, okay? Whereas here for the people are very sure, they have a lot of hope, and now they know which direction that they want to head in. Okay, next I want to compare these two cards. So here the current administration, perhaps in the future, or maybe it's already happening now. Yeah, once again, this is just card reading. I'm not saying it's actually happening. Okay, but just based on the cards, storytelling only. So what happened is that here she looks very distressed. She is about to lose all of her privileges. She can't, she knows she has failed. Okay, and the black crows are now frantically, they're frantic, they're desperate. Okay, so this kind of energy is kind of very negative. Whereas here, what happened is that for the public, the energy is an energy of hope. And yeah, is of hope. So if you look at the crow here, the crow is very calm, and the crow is actually looking after this person. Whereas here, the crows here are not happy with her. Whereas here, the crow is kind of like taking care of this person. So that's the difference between this card and as well as the public. That means the administration and the public. And the other thing that I want to bring up is these two cards. So here you can see that basically this is the end of the line for them already. They are going to be headed off somewhere, and they have this blindfold, and they're just being dragged somewhere. Okay, so that's the situation. But for the people here, there is freedom. So here she's being captured, okay? And in this situation, the public, which is another person, there is freedom. So once again, I'll summarize. For the current administration, they are in a nasty energy. So in the past, the way they governed the country is like they were put into a game, and they just had to be careful that they played it correctly. However, in this case, when they played the game, the crows here were not too happy, and because of that, it distressed them. This person feels distressed. So basically, he has been stripped of all of his whatever luxuries that he had, because the crows gave it to him in expectation that he would do his job. But in this case, he failed. So all these luxuries were eventually taken away. So right now, they are in a situation where they are dragged somewhere by the black crows themselves, and where they are blindfolded. So here she is really stripped of everything. Not even her pillow is there, and she is at a place where it's just dusty. There's no greenery at all. Now, for the people, on the other hand, there is hope. Okay, so right now they're in a situation where they have never had this situation before. They've never experienced it. And in doing so, what happened is that they become wiser. Somehow knowledge will be given to them. And they are also guided. Okay, so they are also guided. So it seems like their eyes are open now. And the next step here is where they have to take charge of their lives. However, in doing so, they feel like liberated, and they feel a lot of freedom. They feel happiness. And then finally, this is where they take charge of things, and where they need to start their journey, and where they have an objective. Okay, so at the same time, it is also, they are being guided by universal force. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.